The Fleet Safety Geeks held some fantastic interviews live from the NAFA booth at NAFA I&E in Baltimore 2023. We heard from fleet managers and providers who have the same passion about fleet safety. Here is one of those interviews. So welcome back. We are live from the NAFA Expo Hall floor, Baltimore 2023. We are sitting here with David Coleman from Truce Software. David, how are you?
I'm doing real well.
Great. Thanks for joining us on this live podcast.
Thanks for having us. And I know this is not your day jobs, but really, really exciting. And thanks from an industry standpoint. Thank you for being the safety guys.
Yeah.
We appreciate you taking time to sit here with us for a few minutes.
Yeah. So Truce Software, can you tell us a little bit about Truce Software and what Truce is doing to keep our drivers safe on the road?
Yeah, absolutely. We have looked at an innovative way to really empower employees, help themselves against the risk of device distraction. So, I think we all know that devices are causing distraction on the roads, and we've really come up with an...
Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. And that's how bad it is.
And distracted right now.
Exactly.
Our product would have helped that. And I bet you while we're sitting here, mine's going to chirp or ring or beep. But, about once every 6 miles, a phone is chirping, beeping, ringing. And, it's really unfortunate to ask people who not maybe drive always for a living, but it's a portion of their living and their time while they're working to try to self-police against this device chirping, ringing, beeping. So we have a really elegant approach to helping eliminate that activity while folks are in the vehicle.
That's great.
So important. It's really important.
Yeah. So you've been doing this for more than a couple of years then, haven't you?
Yes. So with Truce, we're, I guess, about 12 years now as Truce as a company. We have some of the large, if not largest, customers and companies in the United States that have distributed work teams. That driving is part of their work.
Yeah, no, that's great. We've had Bethany on our podcast from Truce.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Bethany.
Yeah.
Hi, Bethany.
Yeah, and she's a big fan, and she loves that we're safety geeks. And she introduced us to get together. And I think even on your LinkedIn page, she said, "What happens when we put another safety geek with the safety geeks? Now we got 3 safety geeks together." So you really kind of live and breathe safety in the industry, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I started really 30 years ago in a large fleet management company as an innovator. At that time, it was get green screen mainframe terminals off of people's desks and pivot to PCs.
Wow.
And then it was innovate, putting all the data, big data out in the cloud and making sure fleet managers here had access to reporting and dashboards and transactions, right from their desktop. And then, part of that was looking at big data and doing predictive analytics. Could we figure out from big data who was likely to be in a crash? And I had an aha moment about 15 years ago that maybe administrative controls, looking at data and trying to administer the problem, catch, train, and release kind of. Maybe we should pivot and look at engineering controls. So I really pursued a career with Truce, looking at engineering out the problem to begin with. Right, I think it's unfortunate to ask somebody to drive and then catch them. And even with like new technology, we'll call it AI or beeping, if somebody's doing something, I mean, that's really treating the symptom. And I think given the proliferation of mobile technology, that engineering out the problem is a benefit to the person.
Yep.
So, our technology is beyond just driving. We think holistically about a person, context. So driving is one context. In the context of driving, we enforce the company policy. Maybe that allows hands-free, right? Maybe that allows navigation. That's pretty much it. Maybe music. Now, when you stop driving, we have an entire suite of services for the employee. They're really employee empowerment, connectivity, communication, visibility, event management. So, we're looking at that holistic employee experience, protecting them while they're driving, but then providing connectivity and personal safety when they're actually on the job space, which is an elegant approach.
Yeah, no, I love it. We don't have a lot of time on these episodes since we're speed podcasting, but I really appreciate you taking the time to come talk to us.
Thank you.
How can people find Truce?
TruceSoftware.com.
Nice.
For sure. Short and sweet. And then we can, we have a really neat approach to measuring. I think people have a question like, how big's our problem today? And part of our engagement approach is let's start by measuring. Let's take 90 days and let's get a benchmark for
Yeah.
how much distraction do you have, and then let's build a business case from there. So I welcome folks to take a look at that because it's been very successful. You actually can now measure the amount of distraction you have, build a business case around eliminating.
Yeah, I think that's great. So thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
All right. Appreciate
We've
you,
started
taking
something
time.
on these live podcasts. We do a fist bump to end.
Okay.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for being on with us, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you.